Hi, welcome to Gabie's Knit Goodies. I am Gabie and I have a number of things to show you today. It has been a little bit since I podcasted last, and so it always makes me think a little bit rusty doing it, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. What I am wearing, here, take off this shirt. This is the Misurina by Caitlin Hunter. And it's knit out of the Fiber Company yarn. I played Yarn Chicken, and so that's why it has contrasting sleeves, little sleeve hem, and actually half of the bottom hem here I used the contrast color yarn for because I ran out of the main color. I love this sweater. It is like a top-down yoked sweater, but it has both color work, cables, and a little bit of lace as well. I did choose the body with the little eyelet holes in it. Yeah, anyways, the yarn is very soft. I don't remember the exact composition of the yarn or the name of it, but it is 99% sure, the Fiber Company. I do have a video on this one. Yes, but it was a couple years ago that I made it. In the video, I do explain everything. Anyways, yeah, you can find me at Gabie's Knit Goodies on Etsy, where I hand dye and sell my own yarn. On Ravelry with the same title, on Instagram as well. And then GKG Yarn is my yarns Instagram handle. So yeah, that's all the places. And let's see. I think I will start with my biggest, most exciting knit that I have actually finished. That's sitting right here. I am going to do a full video with all the details on it coming up here soon. But for now, I did still want to show you guys. This is the Simply Me jacket. It has a collar. I should probably put it on because it's hard to show like this. I went with the kind of 3/4 length sleeves, which is, it's nice because it's very practical, and yeah, it's all over garter stitch, and it is quite lovely. I held, let's see, both yarns, the Mohair and the merino, are Girl with Pearl Earring, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I like how all the colors just, I don't know, speckled and micro striped around, and there's no like major pooling in it. It just all worked really well. And I think it also worked well to have both of the Mohair and the merino being that same colorway. So it's supposed to have 3 buttons. I have 3 buttonholes, but I only have 2 right now because that's all I had at my house, and I haven't bought any more. But I have worn it a number of times, and it's lovely. The main feature, I guess you could say, is that pleat in the back, and it gives it a really wide kind of A-line silhouette, and it makes it very easy to wear over other things. So it's lovely. I really like it. It makes me feel a little bit fancier than some of my pullovers, maybe because it has a collar, but it's very nice. I have, like I said, I've worn it a number of times, and I've already gotten some compliments on it. My dog wants to be let out. Like I said, I'll do a full video on that one soon. All right, this is a knit finished object that I started and finished since the last time that I saw you guys. Yeah. So this is a hat. It is a free pattern. It starts with an R, like Rebecca or something like that. I forget. It's on Ravelry, and I will put that information and link and stuff down below, and the pattern name up here, and the designer. Anyways, it's just a garter hat, and I think it's supposed to be sport or DK weight. I'm not sure. You do a smaller needle for the first part and then a larger needle, and it's supposed to be like a very slouchy hat. I held 2 yarns together. I think they're Queensland that I got a long time ago. 100% wool. Yeah, Queensland collection. It is not merino, so it's not quite as soft as a merino, but it's not bad. And I think the way you're supposed to wear it, it's not really supposed to sit on your skin anyways. But it's really not too bad. The thing that is cool about these yarns, if you can see, is they're like spin cycle, the dyed in the wool and then spun up. And even held double, you can see how it transitions to the different colors. Like it's more blue here and it's more green here, and then it goes back to more blue. So it gives a nice variation in the hat. But it's probably has less obvious variation because I held it with one that didn't transition, that's just a neutral color. Anyways, this is for my brother. I think I said that. And it came out a little slouchier than I originally anticipated, so I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do about that. He might like it, I don't know. But it's very slouchy, and it could be because I can't remember if it was a DK weight or a sport weight. I think it might have been a DK weight pattern. And maybe holding these 2 fingering weights together is probably more of a worsted weight. And of course I didn't check my gauge. So it's a little bit big. I'm thinking about, well, letting him try it on, and if he likes it, he can keep it. If he says it's a little bit too big, then I might try doing the whole washing machine and dryer thing to see if I could shrink it a little bit, because it's not a super wash wool. And it is 100% wool. Yeah. So, oh, it does say pure Australian superwash wool. So, but I feel like it might still shrink a little bit, depending on the temperature, you know. So, might try that. Anyways, I did like the combo and how it turned out. I guess if worse came to worse, I could reknit it. I don't really want to though, but we'll see. I did weave in my ends and everything, but I did not cut them. Okay, next object is a work in progress, and you'll have seen this one before. Let's see, it is a scarf with just knit and purl diamond pattern, a nice wide scarf made out of my own hand-dyed yarn. It's like a lightly tonal, you can kind of see a little bit of the tonal action in there, but it's named Fog, and it's from my mom. It's another gift knit here. I really do like it, and I like the width and the squishiness. It's 100% superwash merino wool. Like I said, I think it's worsted weight. And you could, I mean, because it's so Oh yeah, it's nice and long now. I think I can finish. It's been a mindless knit for the most part because, you know, there's no increasing and decreasing, and you get so you memorize the pattern. And it, like I said, it's just knits and purls, but it makes a lovely diamond texture. And so it's so pretty. I really like it. And I think, yeah, I think it's about right lengthwise. So I think I'm gonna go and put just a little border on it. I did a twisted rib, twisted on both sides, twisted rib edging there, hem. And it's nice and stretchy and squishy, so you could wear it a little bit more like a shawl and kind of cover your shoulders, or more like a scarf and just have it nice and cozy up around your neck. I think that I would really like to keep it actually and not give it to my mother, but she would be sad. She doesn't know about it yet. It's actually a total surprise. But I would feel guilty if I wore it around her and she's like, oh, I love that scarf. And I'd be like, really? I thought about making you one. That'd be funny. But no, this is hers. It's a Christmas gift. And it's almost done. How exciting is that? Yay. All right. Next item. Do let me know if you want the pattern for that scarf. I mean, you could probably figure it out for yourself, but if you're interested in my exact numbers and stuff that I did, just let me know in the comments there and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Another thing that I have not brought out in a while is my Coziest Memories blanket. And my dog wants to come back in. Sit. As you can see, he's back in. He's like that all day long. He wants to go out and then come back in. Okay, this is, like I say, Cozy Memories or Coziest Memories. There's a whole bunch of patterns out there for this type of blanket, and it's just a fingering weight, or this one's fingering weight. You could do it in any weight, mitered square blanket. And my goal here is just using up scraps, like the tiniest scraps that I have, and not really planning or putting a lot of effort into or thought into it. Just I don't want any two colors next to each other. Other than that, I don't really care. It's a lesson in not perfection. And like I said, I'm using the tiniest little scraps, so even little bits, if they run out in the middle of doing the square, then I'll just change to another color. Like, let's see, this one, started with blue, ran out of that, and then did peaches and cream, ran out of that, and then did my boysenberry. So, and then this one, yeah, I think this one's not, oh, I think this might be a hawthorn from Knit Picks. It's a really pretty color, but it's not quite as soft because it's not merino. And then my matcha colorway. Yeah, I don't know where this one came from, but it's a nice vibrant color. This is my Ocean Cliffs colorway. I've thought about bringing that one back. Let me know if I should bring it back to the shop. Anyways, I think it's fun. I don't work on it a lot. I did pick it up here this past week because I needed a change. I need to dye more yarn because my daughter wants a traveler hoodie out of like a purple colorway, but she wants it out of that fuzzy alpaca that I have that I call Nestle. It's in my shop, the same yarn that I made mine out of. Yes, so I need to dye it so that I can start that because she would like it by Christmas. And I have less than 2 months. Oh, that's not much time. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of picking up something because I wanted something new to work with, I have like half a ball of this and maybe probably almost a whole ball of a red in this. This is that Peruvian, alpaca blend from Unraveled that they gifted me in that kit for the hats, and I made 2 of the hats and then decided not to marl or stripe the red and the white together because it was a little too blatant Christmassy, I thought. Although marling might be okay, but it still might be a little too Christmassy. Anyways, so I've decided to use the white to make a big fluffy hair bow for my daughter. And then the red, I'm gonna make a scrunchie for my other daughter. And they both dance, so they wear them like on their bun. And it's really cute. I started a couple of different patterns for bows and things, and then ended up just kind of doing my own because this yarn is a little thicker than the patterns that I had. Anyways, so I started with just like 3 stitches and increased along one side. I started with every other row, and then I think I went to every 4th row until I liked the width, and then I kept going. I'm slipping the first stitch of every row purlwise, and yeah, that's it. So what I'm gonna do is just keep going and then do this little wedge on the other side as well, and then I'm gonna like put it together, something like that, and pinch it in the middle. So that would be like half the bow. You can kind of get an idea. Anyways, it'll be a nice fluffy, like, the bow will stand up, I guess you could say. It won't flop down because it's a relatively thick yarn. I'm using size 7 needles just because that's what I had easily available. My only negative to using this for something like this is that this is such a soft, squishy yarn. And it's used as an accessory, but I don't know, I think it'll still be great. And even though it's not a waste, if they love it and they use it, it's certainly not a waste. I still do have that coupon code for 10% off anything from the Unraveled store. I know they had some issues getting stuff into the States at one point in time. And I think they've worked out some of those hiccups, at least with one of their kits, the blanket kit maybe. I can't remember. Anyways, here's the code and stuff, links and stuff are down below. Oh, I have a whole nother project that is like 90% finished. Let me go get it. I'm back. I think I started and finished this since the last podcast. I don't think I had started it yet. My dog is making noises. So this is a hood, just the hood. This is a gift for my sister who lives in Alaska. I think it would be warm, but it's not like in Alaska, I think that with the wind, she probably will still need to wear like something, like if she had a beanie on and then she put this on, she'd be really good. Or in her shoulder seasons, just this would probably work. Anyways, she's way up northwest Alaska, so she has some intense winters in terms of the temperature. So I thought that something like this would be really fun. I found a pattern that's free on Ravelry, and I had some yarn that is, I think it's like nori or something, and it's that yarn that changes colors and it's a little bit rustic. So it has some like thick and thin places in it. And this came from a different skein than this. And then this part is also from a different skein. So I had like 3 little bits of it to use. So you start with like a rectangle, and then you pick up stitches on 3 sides and knit down, and then you join it in the round and knit the neck part. I would have done the neck part longer, you're supposed to, but I ran out of yarn. And then you pick up stitches around the face hole area and you knit, and then you fold it over to create a tube. There are like a couple little holes down here. So it's gonna have a drawstring, which I actually already did that, made an I-cord. It suggests a crochet chain, I think, but I did an I-cord because I think it's like more professional looking, but I haven't put it through here yet. So let's try it on. Okay, I have not woven in my ends, obviously, but look how cute it is. And it would keep you warm. And if you had a jacket that didn't have a hood, or you needed an extra layer that's like gonna keep your neck warm and your ears warm, I think I might need one for the winter time. And it would stay on fairly well. Like sometimes the beanie will shift around. This one just stay put. And if you're really cold, you can take the neck part, especially if you have something else like a scarf and you need more of your face covered, you can take the neck part and pull it up and like cover your chin. And if it was longer like it's supposed to be, you could probably cover your nose up too. Look how cozy that looks. And imagine these are like the actual strings. You could really cinch it down. So, I think that's actually all I have today. But next time I will probably have more because I'm really itching to cast on something new, especially a new garment. I kind of want to cast on something for myself, even though I don't need it. I've been, as the weather has cooled off, I've started, taking out all of my sweaters. Today it's actually a little bit, it's nice and sunny and it's a little bit warmer, so I'm wearing this one with just a lightweight jacket over top of it. But I've been pulling out like all of my nice, cozy, warm sweaters when the weather's been cold. And I started taking a picture of them every morning. And so I've started putting that up on Instagram. And it's been really fun for me to see it because it's like a documentation of all of my hand-dyed goodies that I wear. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll try to put some up here, or you could just check it out on Instagram. Anyways, I will get you guys all of my details on this lovely Simply Me jacket. And hopefully it won't be quite so long until I talk to you again. Happy knitting, happy fall, bye.